Welcome to the world of the strange fruit girl. Chances are, if your hair is natural, you own a paddle brush to smooth out the ends when you want that straight look, a Denman brush to help you blow dry, and we all have that infamous tangle teaser to get out the knots and kinks when we wash and condition. But did you know if you don't clean your combs, you'll end up with dandruff and possibly even hairline breakage? So today, let's clean some combs and brushes.
Hello everyone, I'm coming to you today to talk about how I clean my combs and brushes and other tools. I'm going to do it into two parts. The first part will be basic combs, brushes, hair clips, anything of that nature. And the second part will be how to clean your styling tools such as your flat irons, curling irons, anything that uses heat. So the main reason I want to do this video, a lot of people think, well, if I'm the only one using the brush or the comb, it doesn't really matter if it's, clean, or they may clean it if it gets super, super dirty, but it's really important to make sure you clean your combs and brushes at least once a week. If you use them more frequently, then comb them or clean them more frequently, but at least once a week you want to take the time to get all the hair out, soak them, then wash them with soap and water, and whatever solution you like. I use vinegar and water solution that I just mix up, and that also helps to kill, some of the extra bacteria, because what happens is you have your comb, let me take one here actually. This one's actually pretty clean, but let's just pretend that it's dirty. So you see all of these teeth, then you comb your hair, and you have those grooves, and that dirt builds up all in here. Even if you can't really see it, you start to get that dirt build up and that oil and product build up, and then you're like, okay, well, let me comb my hair. So you comb your hair, and you deposit all of that dirt back into your hair. Even though you can't see it sometimes in your hair, you're putting that dirt. The longer the dirt sits in the comb, in your drawer, or wherever you keep your combs or whatever, the more bacteria builds up. Just like anything else, if you have a dirty plate, dirty bowl, whatever, if you just leave it sitting there without washing it, eventually the dirt builds up, and then you're just going to stunt the growth of your hair. And a lot of people, especially if you have problems like dandruff, anything scalp related, itchiness in your scalp, if you notice that sometimes your hair starts to break, at the root, or either start shedding, you may think about, well, am I cleaning my combs and brushes and things of that nature? It may be something that simple, is that you're putting, the dirt back into your hair. So just to show you the things I'm going to clean, I have my basic big tooth comb, then I have my rake or pick, and then I have just these little white clips that also get dirt. Anything with grooves or teeth is going to get dirt, so keep that in mind. And then I have, this is probably the worst because the teeth are so small. You can see that dirt in there? I don't know if you can see it, but there's a lot of dirt within these teeth because I use it mainly for like smoothing gel, or either parting my hair, and then whenever I like glue in hair, I use this. Sometimes when I'm taking the glue out to get the little pieces out. So yeah, you want to make sure you clean those. And then you also have this, I have them in water right now soaking, so that's why I got to shake the water off. But you have your paddle brush with these little teeth. You get a lot of hair within those. And then I have my baby brush. I use this to smooth down the baby hairs, so you want to clean that. Then I have this Boar's brush, two-sided. Those really get super dirty because of the bristles being so rough. All the dirt, everything sticks into those. And then, of course, the newest tool that everybody's raving about, the tangle teaser. This little buddy, pretty easy to clean. The teeth are they seem very flimsy, so you're kind of afraid to put too much pressure into trying to clean all the hair, but they're pretty strong, so they're not going to break. I wish they would have put a handle on this, though. I think that would have been a better way of doing it. They would have added a little handle on there. But anyhow, so that's that. And then I have barber comb. These teeth are very small also. So, and then your little duckbill clips. And then if you have longer hair, you may use ponytail wrappers. My hair is pretty short, so I don't, but even the little ouchless ponytail wrapper, that you use to put your hair in the ponytails or whatever you use it for, you can soak those in water. I don't have any, but you can clean those also because they get a lot of dirt from being wrapped around your hair. Also, your flexi rods, if you use flexi rods, you get a lot of product and dirt build up on those. Your basic perm rods. So pretty much anything you put in your hair, rollers, for those of you who use satin rollers at night. So those are all the things I'm going to talk about cleaning right now. And it's very easy. It doesn't take a long time. That's the main reason a lot of people probably don't clean their tools, is that they feel like it's going to take up too much time. But it doesn't. Just very quickly, first thing you're going to do is take all your tools, and right underneath here where I'm talking to you at, I have my sink. So I'm just going to put everything in the sink, and I've already allowed it to soak in shampoo. Now you don't have to use this. I use Paul Mitchell because there's only a little left, and I don't use this that much, so I just put maybe about 3 tablespoons of this shampoo in the water. Turn the water on and let it soak in that, and for about 2 hours. Now with your wood utensils, you don't want those to soak too long because the water can actually start to kind of affect the wood and break it down. So maybe only soak those for 35-40 minutes. And then once you've soaked them, it makes the hair loosen up, so it's not as hard to scrape the hair out. Sometimes if you try to use a comb to scrape the hair out while they're dry, it's kind of hard. But what I do, or the trash can, I'm just using a towel because of the video, and then I just take a comb, the end of a rat tail comb, and just go through. You see that hair? This is weave hair, actually, that I brushed earlier. But if it was your hair, hopefully it wouldn't be this much, because that's a lot of hair. But see all that hair that was in there? Now imagine if you just continue brushing your hair with that hair in there. You're depositing that hair into your hair and all the dirt that goes with it. So you want to just take the comb and lift it out, and then just use your hands, pull all that extra hair out, just throw it away. And then you're going to do that with this type of tool, your brush, your paddle brush. Just get all the hair, kind of use the comb it out. And then once you get all the hair out, just take your towel, just the old cleaning towel, and kind of just pull the hair out, make sure it's all out. Once you're sure that it's all out, just drop it back in the water for a minute. And you can take this comb, this smaller comb, just comb it through. You can kind of see there's some hairs. And just make sure all the hair is out. And then here's the real doozy of all the tools. To me, this is the hardest one to clean, because the hair just, I don't know, it just kind of sticks in. You see that hair? So yeah, you want to make sure you get all your combs, brushes clean, and it'll make you feel much better, you know, to know that you're using clean comb, clean brushes. Make your hairstyling experience a lot more sanitized. This is what you're going to do next. You're going to take out your brushes, and this is where I mix my solution. Just a water bottle, halfway with water, or a little more than halfway if you want. Then, this is apple cider vinegar. I wouldn't normally use this, but I don't have any white vinegar. You want to use white vinegar because the distilled vinegar is more for cleaning and removing bacteria, whereas this is more for cooking and for you to do your like apple cider vinegar rinses, things of that nature. As far as disinfecting, I don't think this has the same disinfecting properties. So, but for the purpose of the video, I just use about 3, maybe not even 3, like 2 capfuls. Just pour it in the water. I'll go back and use white vinegar when I get some, but for now, I'll just use this. So 2. And you can add a little baking soda or even a little lemon juice also into that. And if you really want your combs and brushes to have a fragrance, or you don't want to smell the vinegar, this is just lavender oil. You can add a couple of drops of oil, maybe like 5 drops, because lavender is very strong, so you don't need a lot. About 5 drops in the water, or whatever kind of oil you prefer, it doesn't matter. And then just put your top on, just kind of, you don't have to shake it, just kind of turn it upside down a few times to get everything mixed in. And then what I do is, I'm going to try and hurry because I don't have that much time. I only have about 2 minutes left on recording. So I'm only going to do this one brush with the vinegar as an example. So you just take it out of the water. You take your vinegar and water and lavender mixture or whatever oil you used, and you just spray your brush or your comb or your tool, whether it be this or the Tangle Teaser or the rat tail. You just spray it with the water and vinegar mix, and then I use a toothbrush, an old toothbrush, and I just scrub through. If this was a comb or Tangle Teaser, you do the same thing, and you just scrub to loosen up that excess dirt out just by rinsing. You're going to scrub, scrub, scrub each side until you get all the dirt loosened up. Then you're going to rinse underwater, rinse it out, and that just kind of helps to get even more dirt out. And then I let the vinegar sit on here for about, or I spray it again with vinegar actually. After I rinsed it, spray it again with vinegar, water, let it sit for about 15-20 minutes, and then I rinse one more time with warm water. And that is going to get all of that gunk out of your brushes and combs to ensure that you don't have all that leftover bacteria. That's the main purpose of the vinegar, to kill some of that excess bacteria. And by doing that, you are going to decrease the chance of any kind of infection or any kind of bacteria getting in your hair and causing that hair loss and dandruff. And you don't have to do the vinegar and water all the time, like I said, just, as needed or as you feel. And I hope that this did help you. I hope that you all will utilize this mixture and let me know how it works for you.